Do you all know this vocal pattern thing that I feel like is a version of a Valley Girl vocal tick? I believe Dana, you do watch Real Housewives of Salt Lake? Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Scott, you do too.
Scott.
And Brett, you do.
Brett.
And I do.
Yeah,
everyone watches
We all
it.
do.
I have a 2-year-old. Of course I do.
Of course, you're like,
what we
sit
watch
down,
together.
Lucy. Watch how
Learn how to
powerful
be an adult.
Heather Gay is. She's like such a good friend. Okay, so there's a character. There's a person on the show.
Yeah, a character.
I mean, a character.
And
we're in LA. We know how reality TV works.
So she does this thing that a lot of kids I grew up with do. I feel like it's a SoCal thing, but this is Salt Lake. But where they pronounce the G at the end of an ing like I'm just here trying to like do my best of learning and growing.
Oh, yeah, like it's like
hit it hard.
like
yeah,
hard.
Whitney Rose does this,
Yes.
and Whitney.
Learning and growing.
I've noticed when people do
We're
that.
always all this fighting. Is like got to stop, and she's had this arc on the show where she's this like young blonde lady who like has a stripper pole, but and everyone's like, oh my gosh, she's so wild. But like the more you get to know her, you're just like, oh, can you believe this? There's more to her. But especially this season, people have been like, wait a second, that one part where Whitney was smart, and I was like, Whitney is smart, but the is like a hard.
People are hardwired to think that means that you're not. For
yes,
interesting.
It has for me. I mean, it has like a. To me, it's like a Valley Girl throwbacky sound.
Don't they do that on Long Island? Like Long Island?
Yeah.
Long Island.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But hers is like not based in an accent. It's not like there was so much learning and fighting.
Yeah,
like
fighting.
there was so much learning
Is that
and
like
fighting.
just a severe overcompensation for every person never like telling you never say like fight in? You're not fighting.
I have no idea.
Like I feel like maybe it's because they only hear the word said like, hey, this is how you say it, fighting. And they're like, oh, fighting? Cool, great. And then they're like, well, lesson learned.
Everybody was kung fu fighting.
I mean, there is a pretty good. Yeah, I don't know. There was no real thought to that except for. Yeah, I don't remember where I was going with that, but
I have the
FamBand,
opposite
baby.
problem. Brett called this on me, which I actually didn't really totally realize I did. And then like my best friend Britt, we've like grown up together from the same place. We don't pronounce
Shout
our
out,
T's.
Britt.
Shout out to Britt.
Shout out, Brett.
Brett and
Brett and Brett.
Brett
We
and
don't-
Brett.
We
4
don't
T's.
say like okay. So when I say okay, I'm gonna say IWENT to the store. I went to the store. I say
You're putting the
Went.
T on the 2.
I say like went.
Can you give us an example where the next word doesn't start with 2?
Say that you went up in a hot air balloon.
Yeah.
I went up in a hot air balloon.
Yeah, not a lot of T there.
When I like say like
She
went.
says went
Went.
and then mountain.
Mountain.
It's like
Well,
instead of
yeah.
mountain.
Mountain. A mountain.
Mountain.
I
it's
feel like
mountain.
the
Yeah.
vocal styling of my high school was to be as lazy with your words as you could. Like everything got super dropped. Like, and I remember everyone said that's so cha for chill. No one would say the
yeah.
L, and it was like, how chill can you be about saying this word? That's so
cha.
And then there was this girl in my PE class freshman year who like took the spirit of that, but followed it to like the letter of the law, not the spirit of the law. And she would say, oh my gosh, that is so cha. And it just like delighted me because I was like, that's the opposite. Everyone's letting their jaw be as like loose as possible. And she was like, that is so cha.
That is what I think of when I think of like Southern California.
Yeah, just a bunch of kids being like, that's so cha.
You have to picture people by like a fire pit on the beach.
Yeah.
Ooh, yeah.
Someone's got a guitar out.
Someone has and there's like puka shell
Absolutely.
necklaces.
Steve, get your flip-flops away from the edge. They're going to melt.
Yeah, that mountain right is gonna eat them.
They're going to melt into the sand.
I'm just saying, you'll never find them again.
You'll
Steve.
never find them again. Dudes, can we just sit around and
savor the moment.
savor this moment?
Yeah, like
Like, what if when we grow up, we could remember how we have these days gone by when things were such a.
what if when we grow up we could remember how everything was so chill. And I was chilling with you, and you were chilling with me, and we all chill together by the shining sea.
I was chilling with you.
I was chilling with you.
And you were chilling with me.
You were chilling with me.
And we were just chilling back. This the way that chillin' should be.
And listening to the songs that go down, down in another around. And it was just so chill
And it was like chill.
with you and me.
Oh yeah. And we were like, what a beautiful day for a wedding. Does anyone else have some cactus cooler?
I love cactus cooler. Is the pineapple orange soda.
You were chilling with me.
We were chilling with you.
And I was chilling with me.
You were chilling like la la la.
We were chilling
la, la, la,
with this
la,
song.
la, la. And we were chilling with you. And I would say, is anybody hungry for food?
Oh, I could get some food.
And I would say, and then we want Quiznos.
Do you think the quiz knows what will be open as the sun goes down?
Is the Quiznos open at 7 p.m.?
I was chilling with you.
You were chilling with me.
Chilling, wondering if the quiz knows is open past 7. Can't you see?
No chilling with you.
And you're chilling with me.
And I have to say something importantly. I have a secret
A secret.
I never told anyone.
Never told anyone.
I thought I'd take a secret to my grave,
Take it to your
'cause it's
grave.
so personal
Take it to your
and it's so
grave.
secretive.
Take it to your damn
And
grave.
it's a damn secret that I'm scared to say. I am afraid of dogs. Do you need me to say it again?
Yeah.
I am afraid of dogs. You know the ones that go roo roo roo.
Oh yeah.
They make me go oh, boo boo boo.
Hey, you were chilling with you. Chilling with me. And I'll keep your secret safe. And there's no dogs to see. I'm chilling with you. And you're chilling with me. And good news.
There are no dogs to see.
Quiz knows open till 7:30.
Make me go boo boo.
So
Chill.
cha. That is so cha.
That is so cha.
That is so cha.
Now cha,
Cha cha, real slow.
cha cha real slow. Cha, ocha, tea, Japanese.
Ooh. What is it?
Ocha, green tea.
Oh.